It was just past midnight when they came, carrying torches that burned with more than flame, with envy, with heat, with something long left to rot, moving through the dark like a judgment nobody asked for, ready to burn down a town they had learned to hate. No one knows who they were or why that night was chosen, only that their masks were not relics of memory, but scorched black, baptized in the same ash that would soon become a new Blackwater. The air filled with the stench of burning timber and burning flesh until the two smelled the same. No witnesses lived long enough to tell the tale, and by morning the fire had taken what little remained, not to conquer, but to erase, to make room. Just as suddenly as they arrived, they were gone, leaving smoke, silence, and cinders for the innocent souls who found the ruins at dawn. Some say it was for the best. The Blackwater needed to burn, because Blackwater is new now, rebuilt, reforged, born again in the very fire that tried to destroy. And still folks argue whether that night was driven by evil or by greed, by a hunger for more land, more legacy, more power for many instead of one. Welcome to the newest Dust to Dreams update. Let's begin.
Allow me to explain a lot of the most recent updates that came to Dust to Dreams. This will be quick, so make sure to pay attention or you might miss some info. You might have seen in the beginning of the video, but Blackwater was set on fire, and it was mostly ashes. A lot of documents were tarnished, unable to be salvaged, or ash in the wind. Because of this, a lot of paperwork was ruined, and all criminal records were wiped. There are still limited documents like mugshots and some investigations, but maybe this is a good thing. Criminals who feel they were wrongfully or poorly sentenced, or those who are trying to better their lives, now have a second chance to write a new story. And criminals who seemingly worked hard for their record can get back to work and build it right back up. Blackwater is now reborn, opening most buildings to their own respective businesses and hangout spots, thus providing more opportunities for smaller businesses to settle in. Places like the Cat Cafe or the new Gunsmith or the Job Center, which allows you to go and get the farmer job independently. The tack shop is where the Blackwater Stable Shop has moved to, and you will find that most businesses have more to them, like upstairs hangouts and future opportunities for housing. Some local workers who used to buy and sell you things might be in different places, like the bank itself moving to the courtyard, or the Blub Blub Fishman now being on the docks with his fish cart. We now have a fully functional ID system, and you should be hurrying over to the courthouse to file your own for $50. This gives all of the information for those who need it, and you can show it to somebody by double-clicking your ID and standing near that person. You can even put your own snazzy image in there. Fake IDs are considered and possibly planned, but we won't let you in on the secret just yet. There are a lot of places to explore, to lurk, and to adventure in this new town, including places that you might not want to be. Most buildings now have more detail and decoration, like the law office having more to see when you're being a dirty criminal, and also detailing like the Bounty Hunter Lodge, which will give more space and freedom to the ones who plan to hunt those criminals. The bank has a new inside, and with that is an exciting opportunity to make more money and a bigger payout. This robbery forces criminal groups to plan out their strategy a little bit better, and it's a multi-part robbery with a puzzle and possibly something that will alert law if you ever mess up. So make sure to pick the criminal with the most brain cells if you plan to succeed or get closer to becoming rich. There is now a jewelry store with a way to possibly snag some expensive watches and trinkets if you're feeling criminal, so maybe you should go poke around. You can also sell your gems and minerals in the jewelry store if you're not finding any business to buy them in the county. And now, the final update, which isn't in Blackwater, a hidden spot that has all that a criminal group might need to trade in items for money, like your rare finds at the jewelry store or that unwashed money that law might spot too easily. But it might not be cheap and it might not be easy. For those who want more of an itemized list, we do have a changelog in our Discord where you can see all of the most recent updates. Thank you to all that helped Dust to Dreams continue, and we will see you in county.